What does it tell you when the egg is upright and at the top?
Armed with 15 years of banking experience in Britain, Claire Lowe quit her job in JP Morgan after her husband was transferred to Kenya. Her love for cooking saw her stumble across the hospitality industry.
The business was founded about 6 years ago by a German friend of mine who had a nutrition background, and she started it with the kitchen management, the basic course and the advanced course. And I was offered the opportunity to buy the business 5 years ago, which I jumped at with a sort of a background in cordon bleu from a few years ago. And I have, the business has grown by sort of 5 times in terms of different courses. We offer a much more diverse range of courses to suit a sort of broader group of people that are sending their house staff and their cooks to the school.
Unlike other cooking schools, Lakuku has taken a different training approach, that of giving a solution to the developing palates for continental cuisine. This is on the back of the surging middle class and expatriate community in Kenya.
We started targeting the expatriates and the expatriates that were in Kenya and their house staff predominantly. They have obviously come over to live in Kenya, and I guess they wanted to continue eating sort of the European foods they were used to. So that was really my market about 5 years ago. And also a group of clients like mummies who've got their kids at school all day, who want to come and learn how to cook better for their families and I guess ultimately run a more efficient home. So we've changed fairly dramatically from being very much expat house staff focused to really a much broader group of people that want to come and learn how to cook.
With lifestyle diseases on the rise due to poor eating habits, Lakuku takes the trainees back to the basics with a focus on healthy cooking and spicing up a balanced meal.
I think what's happened certainly over the last 10 years is the availability of sort of a more diverse group of foods, more interesting range of restaurants that have come in and invested in Kenya. We want, as Kenyans, we want to be healthier. We understand more about nutrition. We're eating more vegetables. You know, I think, again, 10 years ago, vegetable shops were tiny little sort of corner shops in the back of sort of supermarkets. You now have very large vegetable shops that are going concerns. So I think we demand more now. We want better food. We want to eat healthier. And I think that's what's driving my business at the moment.
With the increased competition in Kenya's hospitality industry, how has Claire managed to position her business?
What Lakuku does provide is the sort of the opportunity for the students to maintain sort of long-term employment through better training, and I guess ultimately through the fact they've secured certificates. What we're seeing is that they don't fall out of the job market. They retain their jobs.
On average, Lakuku admits 16 students per week, with courses varying from kitchen management, children holiday cooking, to advanced cooking courses.
Things I've been seeing here, I've been learning for around 3 to 4 days now past. They are very different things, and I hope when I go to make them, they will make people to like my cooking, or guests to like my cooking. And it's going to change me from the step I have to a higher step.
Despite the success business Claire has crafted in the past 5 years, she has had to overcome several hurdles.
You know, a lot of my clients would say to me, oh, well, I just want them to learn how to cook. But without the fundamentals of what goes behind the scenes, the hygiene, the food storage, the menu planning, they're not going to become great cooks or great chefs. So I think it was a much harder sell to explain the principles of good nutrition and menu planning and hygiene, and trying to educate people. That was the first step.
If cooking is a hobby for you, it is possible to turn that passion to a steady income like Claire did. But first, a word of advice.
Create a product with great standards, great consistency. I think what I think we've done well here is we've maintained consistency, whether it's in the basic cooking or the advanced cooking. And I think to create a business where your repeat business or your new customers come through word of mouth. I think we've got so much social media out there, and I think we can get our sort of business information out more widely now. But I think that the proof is in the pudding. I think if you maintain consistently high standards and you work hard, people will come back, people will recommend you. The power of word of mouth, I think, in this country is very, very great.